Today we're going to be talking about a very basic principle that I don't think a lot of people truly understand. Now, in a recent forum post on Let's Run, we had someone talking about the fact that Eliud Kipchoge is no longer the marathon GOAT. And the simple premise behind this opinion is because you have to hold the world record in order to be the greatest of all time in your event. Now, I take issue with this for multiple reasons. One, many athletes in their fields are the greatest of all time without holding the world record at the moment. The most clear and obvious example that I can think of is Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce in the women's 100. She does not hold the world record, as that belongs to Florence Griffith-Joyner, but she has done literally everything else that you could possibly do, which in my opinion makes her the sprinting GOAT on the women's side. Now, heading over to the marathon, Eliud Kipchoge is unquestionably 100% still the greatest marathoner to ever run, despite not currently holding the world record. And I want to get very specific here. Kelvin Kiptum, right now, is probably the greatest marathoner in the world. In fact, I'm pretty sure that you could say he is with 100% certainty. He has had a meteoric rise, winning his first 3 marathons, and he has averaged 2 hours, 1 minute, and 17 seconds in his first 3 victories, and of course he broke the world record at this year's Chicago Marathon. Now, I'm not entirely sure if this person in this forum post here is referring to Kiptum as the new marathon GOAT, but in order to be the GOAT, the actual greatest of all time, you need another very, very important feature on your running resume. You need longevity, you also need multiple titles, and you need the continued effort to prove yourself with very impressive performances. When it comes to reaching GOAT status, Kipchoge has unquestionably done it. He broke the world record twice, he has won 2 Olympic titles in the marathon, and he has a total of 11 marathon majors, and he went close to a decade without losing over the 26.2-mile distance. This is the kind of running that is required to become the GOAT in any event. Again, Kelvin Kiptum is an amazing talent. His rise to the top has truly been meteoric. But does that make him the GOAT? No, it does not. And I don't think that this is exactly my opinion. I feel like people have taken this title as greatest of all time and really run with it whenever someone has a great performance. You need much more than just 1, 2, or even 3 incredible moments. You need a full, long career of greatness to really qualify as the greatest of all time. Basically, what I'm saying is that this title being changed from Kipchoge to Kelvin Kiptum needs to stop. I think that it's safe to say that the baton of greatness, or the baton of the world record, has unquestionably been given from Kipchoge to Kiptum. That is a very logical thing to say, but to take away Eliud Kipchoge's GOAT status just doesn't make sense. I've actually seen this take from a few other comments, and I just would encourage these people to see that a full career really does matter when it comes to this status. And I'm not saying that Kiptum won't one day get there. He is certainly on pace to do that. In fact, he has gotten about 7 to 8 years of a head start from when Kipchoge jumped into the marathon distance. So at this pace, his trajectory is certainly looking like he could get to that point. But right now, at least, we have to give Kipchoge that status. That makes the most sense. In fact, that really has to be the case when you look at his full career. Not only has Kipchoge won way more marathon majors than any other male athlete in the history of this event, but at the end of the day, he has taken the world record down more than 1.5 minutes. In fact, from when he first broke the world record, he broke it by 1 minute and 18 seconds, and then after that, he broke his own world record by 30 seconds, meaning that in total, he is responsible for world record improvements of 1 minute and 48 seconds. And that is a massive improvement over the marathon distance. In fact, it took down the record of Dennis Cometto at 2 hours, 2 minutes, and 57 seconds. And Kipchoge, I think, is not only single-handedly proven himself as the GOAT, but he really ushered in the next generation of running with his sub-2-hour marathon as well. And I think it's also important to mention that his campaign saying that no human is limited has really made an impact on the sport. We have seen a complete revolution and overhaul of times on the men's and the women's sides, and while you could make the argument that shoes have played a big role, I think Kipchoge's influence on the marathon is unparalleled at the end of the day. And now I would love to hear from all of you on this point. What do you think about people saying that Kipchoge is no longer the GOAT, and what do you think about Kelvin Kiptum's future in the marathon distance? Thanks for watching, everyone, and as always, until next time.